Hello Taurus, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have also been in the past. Could be current. For others of you, this could be a situationship. For a small portion of you, you could have met somebody and you know there's a whole lot of energy. Sensual energy even. But no one's really speaking up. All right. We have here synthesis followed by boundaries, power, mystery, doubt, illusion, death and rebirth, hearth and home, followed by beauty. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. My method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. So Taurus, I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Taurus, I desperately want to turn things back to the way they were as once they were before. I want to talk to you and I want to open up to you about certain things that I've hidden. Hidden in the shadows of this thick forest. Certain things that I never really wanted you to know. I do feel that in this connection, there's this desire to restore peace and harmony. Why is it that I do what I do? What are the things that I've hidden? What things do I want to talk about? I do want to connect with you and to have more peace and harmony. Something that I thought we couldn't have. I also feel that in this connection, yes, there is a sense of boundary. Boundaries are up. These boundaries that exist, they keep you and I at a distance. So you and I cannot talk. We cannot see each other. We cannot be with each other. A part of you is very tempting for me, where you don't even have to tempt or seduce, but you just are there by default and it just happens. That's how amazing you are. But I must resist this temptation, and that is one of the reasons why I have put up the boundaries to this temptation. You make me vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable, and weak in the knees. It's very difficult for me to move on from this and to pretend as if nothing matters to me. The truth is, it truly does. I've also put up my boundaries because the power that I feel that comes from you, it is so strong. And the power of this energy I feel from a connection. If I was to label this connection, it would be a spiritual connection. I feel I am spiritually bound to you. And I question the universe, I question the heavens now. Why is it that you are in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Are you and I meant to be together? Is this connection supposed to be this way? I question and I wonder. Whenever I think about you, I do think of not only the love, but the passion that I feel. And I realized something, that this love and this passion that exists, I don't really know where it's coming from. It's just there by default. It exists on its own. And I'm pretty surprised how it makes me feel. There's a part of me that truly feels connected to this. This connection that I have with you. When I sleep and I dream of you, it feels so real. And when I'm alone, sometimes I can feel your presence, even though you're not there. Sometimes when I'm alone, I can smell your scent. But that's not you, is it? Or is it? I don't know. Is it me just feeling obsessed? I don't know. All I do know is that somehow I feel that I've had the spiritual awakening and it has truly affected me. The way I view you, the way I view this entire connection. But I doubt you would even believe me. Because now there is a lack of faith. Now there's a lack of trust. Before there used to be. But now there is no more. Not only that, but a part of me is quite embarrassed for the things that I have said and done in the past. I dare not show my face. I hide behind a false veil, behind a false mask, not wanting you to see what it is that I truly feel. I also know that in this connection, all that happened before, all of the things that happened before, it was a rough terrain and a rocky road. But going forward into the future, I want there to be peace and harmony. Nothing that takes place, nothing that'll happen will be rocky, turbulent, confusion. Everything for me, I want to be planned. Because before everything that happened, it was a mess. And I can't take back that time. But I do want to put it to sleep, to death, and have a rebirth and a restart of something new. You are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. And when I'm cold, you are that person that can keep me warm. When I'm lost, you're the person that guides me home. In this connection, I feel that you have this unique sort of ability and this beauty where you are one with nature. And you have this ability of showing me who I really am, who I truly am, in the looking glass. You are like a ray of sunshine. You are the sunshine, and I see you as somebody who's very beautiful, not only on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your charms, your beauty, your talent, and your charisma. Your personality and your characteristics, they are off the charts. I do love that about you. For now, even though I do want to have a second chance with you, to reunite with you, I find it difficult because I have put up these boundaries. And these boundaries exist. Part of it because of myself and part of it because of circumstances. There's a part of me that wants you, but I just don't know how. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I feel very embarrassed and doubtful that anything that I do, I don't know. I don't even think it'll work out. All right. Taurus. Very interesting. We have here a situation where in this connection, there is a desire to have a restart of this connection. This is a second chance, in fact, and it's a past life spiritual connection here you have with this person. You guys are either twin flame, soulmates, or karmic partners, maybe even more, but these are the top 3 that I've seen that are very intense. You've had a past life spiritual connection with this person. Rarely you may have something in the future, which means you actually recognize each other on the soul realm, not in the 3D, but your souls have recognized each other. Some of you may have been married to this person in a past life. You could have been engaged. You could have been betrothed. You could have even had an affair with this person in a past life. I do past life readings. Yay. They are very beautiful, the majority of them. Some of them are extremely tragic. But the majority of them are pretty interesting, and they're pretty nice. If some of you are interested in a reading, this is only for those of you, I'm going to just announce this quickly. This is just for those of you that may truly need closure. You are at your wit's end and you don't know what to do about this connection. The good thing about this reading that I've started, this package that I created, it's that I go into the past to see the root cause of the problem. Why is this person feeling like this and behaving like this in this lifetime? What did they do back then that's causing this now? It's a lot of information, sometimes maybe even overwhelming. But what's good about it is that once you have it, it makes you understand exactly what happened in the past, and it gives you a sense of closure, gives you a sense of understanding. It is quite helpful. Please do have a look on my website. That is www.asnointia.com. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot deck. And with this deck, what I like to do is have a look into the past a little bit. Have a look at what it is that may have occurred in the first place that made this entire connection just go downhill. So things were going great, they seemed wonderful, but then all of a sudden, things just kind of faded. Your person may have ghosted you. Perhaps they discontinued talking. Maybe once a week, once a month, they just text you now. This is for those of you that never really received closure. This will provide you with some information on what was going inside of this person's heart and mind at the time. So this I do read. It's a little bit into the past. And also, I have the first set of cards that I just went through. Those ones are actually the current status. And this is in the past. All right, let's have a look. This is any sort of concern, any issue, any obstacle that may have occurred that caused a problem in the first place. Wow. Very intense cards here. We have here the 10 of Cups as well as the 5 of Cups. Let's have a look. The 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups in the reverse talks about dissatisfaction, although they are uncertain why. Because everything looks perfect and good on the surface, however, there was still an inability to experience joy. We also have here the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups talks about disappointments, sadness, and pessimism. Here, we have an individual who was feeling trapped. They were concentrating on problems instead of seeing the assets. and they were not truly seeing opportunities when they came to them. There was a sense of creative blockage and even infertility. There was a need of a growing awareness of the relationships around them and what they made of those relationships. They needed to have the ability to appreciate what one truly had and not take them for granted. This is something, Taurus, that they did wrong. They feel that whatever this turned out to be, it was all their fault. Here, they were unable to appreciate what one has, and that goes very well with the Ten of Cups, the inability to experience joy. Why could they not experience joy? Plain and simple, because they did not appreciate or even acknowledge what they had in this connection with you. You're dealing with somebody here who was, in a way, I'm seeing a plate of two things. A plate of gold, like literally there's a plate and there's gold on top of it, and a plate with diamonds on top of it. And this person did not know what gold is. They did not know what diamonds are. That's the type of mindset you're dealing with here. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. And I don't mean that actually that they are mentally incapacitated or insane. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that out of slang. I'm just, wow. Like they did not value you because they did not even know that they had such a good thing. This is somebody who knew what they wanted, but when they actually got it, they couldn't recognize it, right? And yes, this person may have taken you for granted. One of the issues here is that they really didn't take you as seriously as they should have. Yes, they had this intense connection with you, the feeling of being so connected to you spiritually, but also they were hiding, right? There's a sense of this blockage, these boundaries were up. For them, it was a really complicated situation, and that's why not a lot of your first set of cards, not a lot of them had like sweet, mushy, lovey-dovey cards, because there's a whole bunch of cards in this deck that could have popped up, but they didn't. Yes, they feel at home with you, but the problem here is that even though the both of you could have been in a connection, why was there that hesitation? What happened? What I'm seeing here is you also had that sense of wanting to have a second chance. This is what this person wants, right? Why are they wanting that second chance now? That's in your first reading. The reason why is because in the past, they did not value you. And that is what happened here. This is in the past. They did not see your true worth, your true value at the time. And now, when things have changed, and now when there are boundaries, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. That is exactly what happened here. They did not know what they had. They completely missed out on it. And eventually, this is what happens. People miss out on things and they realize that I've lost it all and I want it back. But how do I get my Taurus back? I don't know. That's what this person's feeling. So, Taurus, it seems like you knew the value and worth of love. This person was having a lot of complications. All right, I have here the Beginner's Tarot. With this deck, I like to have a look at any sort of actions, any plans, any intentions this person has. Ooh, Eight of Swords, absolutely. Chained up, tied up. This person feels so restricted. Somebody else has control over them. That's what they feel. These are the type of circumstances that they're stuck in. Could be any sort of restrictions at home. We have the Two of Wands plus Three of Swords, heartbreak and heartache. Oh my. And then we have the Two of Cups. Really extremes here. We got hot and cold extremes. I am seeing hot and cold. I'm seeing fire. What is ice? I'm seeing fire and ice. We have here, what is vice? This is very odd for me to do this. Why am I getting that word? I don't even know what that means. I've never even heard of that word. Maybe it's not a word. Maybe it's a word in a different language. What? There's such a word? Holy Hannah. A nervous, belligerent little mongrel dog. Guys, what is this? Okay, so that's what I saw. Okay, yeah, it's a small dog. Oh my heavens. Okay. All right, let's get back to it. I found that to be very strange. That has not happened. I didn't even know there's such a word as that. I hope I was looking at the correct interpretation. Yes, that's what I saw. So, okay, if we're talking about an animal, a dog, let's just say, because that's what I was seeing, right? Hot and cold, fire and ice, and then I saw the word vice. It does appear, what is a dog? A dog is very faithful, right? Usually dogs are very faithful. Typically, that's their nature. They do what they're told. They're honorable in a way. They're very faithful, very loyal, aren't they? But also, they can be a little obnoxious sometimes when they have their own ways. At the end of the day, you may encounter a dog that is not so tamed. Very fickle in a way. So you're dealing with an individual here who does not have a lot of training, who does not have a lot of, they have not adapted to the love aspect of things. I'm actually hearing this in my head right now. They have not adapted to the love aspect of things. It's almost like they're a little wild and they need to be tamed. Need to like show them, this is what love is, by the way. This is what it looks like. Okay. Interesting. That's a very different way of me seeing that. This is what your person of interest has been going through. They actually did not see things the way that you did. You have seen things very differently. They have experienced things very differently. And that's why sometimes you guys just don't truly get along. It appears like that. A little bit. We have here the 8 of Swords. This is a huge card to have because, and it's a first card, a very strong energy here. This is something that they're actually going through right now. So they do feel stuck, restricted, bound. Here we have this person cannot see, they cannot hear. Their arms, legs, hands, feet are tied. They cannot move. Even if they did, they are caged, surrounded by swords. And far into the distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. This is a problem. Because here you have an individual that may desire to move forward, but they are being restricted. Ah, what do we do to dogs? We put them on a chain and a leash, don't we? Maybe that's all we needed here was a leash. Yes, the person is very restricted. I'm even seeing a doghouse. Maybe a dog is very important in this reading right now. But I do see that sense of restriction. This person has restriction. And we have here 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands talks about how this person does have the patience to wait. Wait for the ships to come in. Not only that, but they also have this desire to move forward. They'll know it when they see it, and that's only when they're going to move forward. A part of them, just like the Death and Rebirth card that you had before, a part of them with the Judgment card wants to have a restart in this connection, a second chance in this connection. This time wanting things to be more transparent, more clear, more honest. And they feel that this is coming all from the heavens. They feel this is part of God's plan. Here we also have the 2 of Wands. Deep down in their heart, they have decided, Taurus is my person. I'm going to date Taurus. That's what they feel. They may not tell you this. Why? Because there's boundaries. But this is something that they do feel on the inside, and it's starting to, creep up. You're getting this theme now where this person wants a second chance. Why? Because they've realized now your value, your worth, your loyalty. They've realized this. We also have here the Two of Cups. Well, before that, we have a very big card on the bottom. Three of Swords. How can I not, how can I miss that? That is very heavy. I'm seeing heavy metal. In terms of swords, I'm actually seeing heavy. Something's very heavy here. It's weighing heavy on their heart. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This entire connection, this whole situation, it's weighing very heavily on their heart. Now, we do have two cards here. Very interesting. Three of Wands, Three of Swords. And we have the Eight of Swords. For a small portion of you, you are dealing with a third-party situation where there are 3 people involved or maybe 4 people involved, like a love triangle type situation. This could be the case because these cards do indicate somebody here wants something, but they're restricted and they're getting heartbroken, and it's a third party for a very small portion of you. For the rest of you, this definitely talks about heartache, pain, suffering, sorrow, that sense of grief that exists inside of an individual, where they feel guilty, they feel upset, they feel the need to move forward and to have more in life, but they are unable to. We have here also the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Absolutely 10 out of 10 card. Wow, you have this. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, Two of Cups. Your person of interest is going to want to reconnect with you. There's a sense of forgiveness, a sense of reconciliation, and love being exchanged, unity. Here we have forgiveness, and we have a restart or reignition, if there's a word like that. Reigniting a connection. I don't think there's a word reignition. I don't know if there is. Let me know in the comments below, guys. But I do see these two people coming together, and it is a very gentle and soft sort of gesture, but the energy I'm getting from this is that there's a little bit of fear coming from behind the scenes. This person, for whatever reason, they're not afraid of you, but they're just afraid of the situation around them. I do see, and the feeling I'm getting is that they're afraid of what other people will say or think. So I am getting the sense of beliefs-related issue. It does appear that there's some people in this connection who may not want the both of you to be together. And for that reason, sometimes they do keep their distance. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right. I have here Archangel Answer cards. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Okay, interesting. So we have here, first card's the strongest, no need to worry. So some of you have been worrying. You have been very much stressed and in tension. You have a lot in your mind here. So they are saying for you, first of all, that they know what you're going through. Second, it's time for you to just simply let go and not to worry about this. Yes, you will be able to take action in the coming future if you believe that things are going to work out. Then the majority of the entire situation is going to turn out well for you because you have put that faith in it. You have set that intention into it. and all you've given is good vibes and good karma. Here we also have you are ready. You are ready to tackle whatever comes to you. Your mind, body, spirit, all of that. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You are going to be able to handle whatever comes to you in the coming days. We also have here trust in the divine. Now, this is sometimes very hard to do, especially if you've kind of taken a step back and you're not really praying or meditating, not as spiritual as you once were. It is very important to do that. That is also part of the alignment process. The mind, body, spirit, and the soul has to be aligned in order for you to be healthy. Everything about you, it depends on that. The alignment of all of that. So it is important for you to trust in the divine. This is, in here, it talks about the Christ consciousness, but you could always just go straight to the source, who we call the Almighty, the holy white light of God. Always remember to say holy. There are many lights in the universe, and not all of them are holy. So when you do meditate or pray, always remember to say the holy white light of God. Here, they are mentioning to you, it's probably easier for you to let go of the situation for now. Let this person evolve and change. Let them be released from the constraints that they have, like the Eight of Swords. Eventually, they will come to you. It does appear like that here. But it's only going to happen after you let go. There's going to be a higher sense of understanding because you have two cards here, trust in the divine, and meditation will bring answers, right? So you're going to get those answers after you meditate on the divine. But when are you going to get those? You'll get those intuitively only after you start to literally meditate or pray. Meditation minimum 21 minutes. Prayer, if you really mean it, 2 to 3 minutes. This is what Angel Fakiel has told me. You can read a little bit about her on my homepage on my website. Letting go doesn't mean you stop loving this person. You can definitely love this person still. There's no harm in that. But what's important about this card is let go of the sense of beliefs, the issues that you may be feeling. Let go of the fact that you keep chasing, perhaps. Let go of them so that they can grow and evolve and change. And in the meantime, while you let go, you start to focus on yourself. Pick up a hobby. Learn something that you didn't know you had before, a talent inside of you just never knew about. Do something to make yourself a better human being, an upgraded human being. But do it for yourself. Because in the meantime, your person of interest, they are evolving and they are changing. And there is no use for you to just kind of sit around and wait for that, because what are you doing? How are you using your seconds of life, your minutes that you have left, right? It's always ticking, right? What are you doing? How valuable is that time? Is your time valuable? It is also. We don't see it that way when we're in love and completely blind in love. We know. Many of you know already. But it is important for you to let go, take a step back, and think of things logically. Eventually, this person will be able to connect with you, because at that time, you are going to be the one who's going to take action. You're the one who's going to let go. They're going to change a bit, and then you're going to reach out. You'll know it when you see the difference, and you'll sense it. And this you can also get through the answers that you'll be receiving. This may happen soon. This could happen far into the future. But I do see it eventually happening. It is very important for you to let go of certain things that you've been holding on to, certain beliefs-related issues, certain things that are holding both of you back. This could even be arguments and fights, right? certain things that we're very, very passionate about, and it sometimes just really gets to us and upsets us because why don't they understand the other person's perspective? It happens, but letting go is very important. It doesn't mean you stop loving them. You can't do that. It's not an on-off switch. But it is important for you to do your best and to see how can you accommodate this person to make them a better person. And even you working on yourself, a better version of yourself. Taurus, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Feel free to have a look at my website, www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section, that's the tab, and you will see whichever packages I have right now available. You can feel free to place an order. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have a channel called Asnointia Audio on YouTube. And that channel, it does have a few videos. Some are on relationship-related advice. Some of them are on spiritual connections, which is very, very important to this particular reading. So if somebody does want a past life spiritual connection reading done, I can do that for you. Also, I have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove these things from our life. Hopefully, some of you can also have a look at that, and it will provide you with some information, and it will help you along your journey, whatever journey you're on. It is very important to get rid of negative energies because you are able to then bring in the positive and maintain and retain the positive energy. So I can't stress enough how important that is, because all the obstacles that we have, that's negative energy. It can happen in your career, your health, your love life. Happens in everything, relationships, everything, finances. So have a look at the Holy Light package for some of you, as well as the Chakra Checkup package. Some of you may be interested as well. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments and I do read your stories, and they are an inspiration and even motivational for me, so I can make more content on the other channel after I see what all of you have been through, because I do have the ability to see what is on the inside of a person's heart and mind. That's my specialty. That way it's easier for me to explain it to you. And going forward, it's more of a lesson that we learn. And that's why I have some of that content on the other channel. Those videos are absolutely free. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again. Bye now.